Hi, good morning. Welcome to Relax and Paint. Today I'm on, and you are on my YouTube, Donna Dewberry channel, and I'm doing these once a week, and I'm sharing with you how to paint quick and easy basic painting with the one-stroke technique, which I created. So I'm the original creator of the one-stroke painting technique, and you might see much of it around on YouTube and Pinterest and other locations. I'm on Pinterest, Instagram, and TikTok with lots of one-stroke painting. And I have one-stroke artists that are certified in my technique all around the world. So it's really exciting. I raised 7 children and I painted like a crazy person at night when they were asleep for stress release. So that's why I like this relax and paint for you guys. I hope you like the relaxing painting that we're going to do this morning. So check out my website. It is onestroke.com, all spelled out, onestroke.com. All right. So, and we have a membership if you want to get lots more painting done. So check that out right there on YouTube. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to move the camera down and we'll be ready to go. Okay, we're using multi-surface paint today. And this is a folk art multi-surface paint. And I've put all the colors out that I want to use, but for some reason I put black here. So don't look at the licorice, look at everything else. So this looks dark, but it's sap green and citrus green. I have some floating medium, which is in the fluff of the paint, the fluff that's inside the paint with no pigment. And then we have magenta, wicker white, violet pansy, daffodil yellow, and yellow ochre. All right, so so I hope that you like the picture. Hopefully you came on because you thought, oh, that looks pretty. All right, so I'm going to pick out floating medium. I put this brush in the water, laid it on the paper towel to get the excess water out, and then I come over here and pick up some floating medium. And we're going to go just like this, and we're going to go back and forth. And I'm using my one-stroke brushes. This is a 12 flat. And the first thing you do is get this brush really nice and loaded. I have a double loader if that helps you. So check that out on my practice strokes, and I'll share how to use that and all. Okay, so I'm going to put some stems. This is black smooth paper. Okay, so I'm going to pull down, see my little fingers dragging me down. We're going to do some fun little strokes here. Pull it down. And so I'm leading with the darker color, and that lets the whatever follows is the citrus. And so that makes it really stand out. Okay. So I try to tell you as we go so that you can understand what we're doing and why we do it. So I chisel, push down, chisel, and come up. And so that's the chisel of the brush. And you might see, I'm going to come over here. You might see I keep picking up more paint. Let's smooth this over. There we go. I think that's better for you. You can see as that dries, we really need the bright citrus in there so you can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit more. Okay, so you can also come from the stem, which might be easier. Okay, and if I do that, I need to lead with the dark color again. Remember, I touch, put pressure, and lift. So these are kind of like loose little flowers, and so there's a lot of little teeny thin leaves, like if you were doing wildflowers, is what I have. Just a cluster of flowers that I thought would look really pretty on this black paper. So I can go up. Look, more medium right now. Got to be careful with the medium. If you use too much medium, it won't be good either. And then I'm going to put some extra green stems in here. All right. And I just put a few, and then we can come back and get some more a little bit later. But what I want to do is get some stems that would be underneath for these flowers. Okay, is that a good start? And I like doing art paper because they can go in inexpensive frames and be a nice statement. And you get, or you can get a nice frame and put all these paper art sheets that we paint and then replace them with new looks here and there. As you are working with the one stroke technique, you're going to get lots of different flowers and landscapes and fun little things that you can work with. All right, so I do have a little 1/4-inch scruffy. Let me grab it. Okay. And this brush, when you start with it, I have a set of brushes, and the best thing about my brushes is that they're inexpensive. All right. And so you get 10 of my most used brushes for less than $19.95. Okay, so there you go. And that's all on my site. And if you're a member of my painting club on YouTube, you get 20% off everything that I have on my site each month. Okay, so I tapped the scruffy, natural hair scruffy. I don't like this in the water, but I did that so that I could, it has sizing because it was brand new. Okay, so you're just gonna see, I should have tapped off some of that paint before I got started. There we go. See, it got better. That's before I should have tapped it on paper towel first. All right, so this is like Queen Anne lace. All right, and the less paint that's on here, the better. See that? Then it gives you this airy, nice look. All right, and I can put a few more over here, and I'll have to put some greenery to that. So I just kind of want a triangle of color there. See, I did 3, then this could be a triangle. I'll tap again on top of that where I put too much. Okay, so that's kind of nice. You can also tap the magenta and the white together. And look, we can have some areas in here where it looks like it's another plant, and I'll show you a fun trick to do with this. All right. So I double loaded it, white and magenta. Okay, and we're gonna put some pink there, a little bit of pink up here. Okay, so sometimes I can put some darker pink at the bottom, and that would be giving you a nice look up there. See how the pink made a difference when it was on the bottom? And this is all with the scruffy. This is a 1/4-inch scruffy. All right. And then I'm going to put some other flowers that we're using, just smaller. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with some of the yellow. So we're going to put daffodil with a little bit of white so it really stands out. And look, we're going to push on the chisel again. Push, push all the way around. And I can keep adding a little bit of white to that. Okay, so this is what I want you to see. We push down and we lift, push left, push left. So I want it heavier, and then it comes back to a point. And then we leave an area in the middle, and lots of times people don't do that, and they have all the petals run into the middle. And we want that light area in the center, okay? So I did my 3s, okay? Then I can come right in here. I'm gonna do a little bit more over here. Okay, and then I'm gonna come way out here and get a whole different look. I'm gonna do it skinnier, longer. I keep getting both colors, white and yellow. And I'm going to make a bigger center on this guy. So these could be like baby ones, and these are bigger ones. All right, all the way around. Okay. And then there we go. So then I'm going to pick up another, that scruffy was wet because I threw it in my basin. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to pick up a little bit of yellow ochre and magenta. And I'm going to tap in, give you some pretty color in here. Now see, I'm getting bigger on here. Okay. And we do the same thing up here. So the scruffy's good. For centers, there's 3 sizes of the scruffies. My one set, the value pack I was telling you about, that's such a good price. The value pack has the small one and the 3/4 inch. It doesn't have the medium, but you could buy that one separate. Yeah, put a little bit of bright yellow back in. But look, you can also come back and put a highlight. Tap some white and put a little bit of a glow. See, I put a little magenta in there to give you a little color. And see, look how pretty that looks with that glow. All right, so now, oops, I put that in the water again. All right, now I'm going to go to a little bit smaller brush. So these are all flat. I use a lot of flat brushes. And all of these are all these different size flats you'll find in my kit, my value pack of brushes. So now I'm going to pick up a little bit of magenta and white. See, I can't get both of them. And I'm just going to come in here and make some little teeny strokes. See this? So the scruffy works as the base. And then you put a couple little strokes in here. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it just looks like you worked hard to get all that color in there, but yet you saw that scruffy made it really easy. Okay. We try this. Oops, that's way too much. Okay, but it's not a problem. We just go back over that a little bit. See, I can make 5 little petals going around. 1, 2, 3. That kind of fun. Okay. I want to make that blurry for you. So the scruffy underneath gives you some fullness. Oops, I did it again. Way too much white. All right. Now, what I want to show you is that we then can take some of this really pretty violet pansy with an 8 flat. And I can do a fun little, I have a little bit of purple at the top. This is like another stock flower. There's lots of flowers like snapdragons or whatever this could look like. I can flip it around sometime and put the white on the outside. Okay. All right, so I can also just tap, 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 and give you this look too. That gives you a little bit of a stalk flower. And we can do a little one in here too. So I'm just tapping this to show you just as fun. And it still looks different than a scruffy brush. Okay. And then you can add more green in between there if you want to. I also, before I finish here, I'm going to put the last little, take my 2 script liner and I can put some little touches here. See, this needed a stem to hold that because I added those afterwards. And this one too. Remember, I thought, hey, I need one over there. And so that's from behind because we don't want it to get in the middle of that purple flower. All right, so I'm going to now come in here and put a few more leaves. All right. So you can take that, push it down and stand up. A few more leaves like that. a few highlights. If it started drying, it's too dark, you don't see the stems. And then you can come in here with little pieces of stem. Isn't that kind of fun? I think you'll like one-stroke painting if you've never painted before, because you don't have to be super skilled to paint something right off the bat. That looks really fun. Okay. Now, let's come right here. I just added a few more stems because some of them are going away, and I want you to see that we can add a couple in between here. See, I slide up and slide back down. Push and stand up. And, all right, I'm going to double load. I get both colors. Lots of paint on your brush, more paint than you really imagine. Okay. So what do you think? It's got a bright and fun. I just want you to think, see how simple I made that, relaxing. I just put a little bit here, a little bit there. Didn't like something, I added more. So, and then I'm going to sign it. It's all downward strokes. And a couple more things that you will like, and I'll show you two of the colors now that that's dry a little bit, is our neon colors. Sometimes the wrappers like that, but usually they're like this. Okay, so these are neon colors, and that's a bright pink, and this is a purple. There's blue, orange. You can get all kinds of colors right on my website. And what's really nice about these is I'm going to add the purple right in here. And you don't want to double load it with the paint. You want to add it on later. And it's amazing how the neon pops and just gives you a whole different look. And so because it's kind of like a gel, it's a little thinner. You're just going to tap it on. Now look at that. So there that is, and there it is with straight paint. And now when this dries, it's gorgeous. And you probably saw that when you looked at the thumbnail that showed what we were painting here. Okay, so there's yellow. I have all kinds of colors. So you can just even call our office and say, give me the neons. Because some people say, I want to get all the different colors. There's probably 4 or 5. No, I know there's more than 4, 5 or 6, I mean. So see, I'm going to put some pink in here, and it really adds to. So even if you just do those 2 flowers, you're going to be really pleased when you see it all finished. Then I have another little trick. I can't stop today. Sorry. This is a kiss tool. We call it a kiss tool. And so you might see it as a wipe away tool. But this, it looks like a candy kiss, everybody said. So I can now take this as a rubber tip, and I can go around and add a few little dots to make this all kinds of flowers, make them really stand out. You see little teeny dots? And it's rubber, so it cleans easy, but it also will make nice little details that you can't get with any other pointed little hard item that we use to do dotting. I use the handle of the brush all the time, like this handle, but this is so teeny that it really makes it even nicer. All right. Should I quit? I keep going. Sorry. But I can come in here and add a few. I put a little bit of the citrus green, but I can put a little bit of the bright yellow and the purple, like little stamens that might be popping out. Okay, I'm going to stop. I sometimes get carried away, but you're going to like that as you start painting with me. Tell me what you've always wanted to learn how to paint, and hope maybe I can just share that for you. See you next time. Bye-bye.